looking at the brand new T-45, the anniversary tank from Wargaming. So, is it any good? You know, do you want to keep it or get rid of it? So, I'll carry on with this review in a moment. So, hold on. Okay, we're back. Right, it just cut off. So, okay, it may happen again. We'll see what happens. The T-45. Now, you see the angling and sloping. Let's look over. This angling is very, very good. Let's compare it to the LTP, a tier above. And the angling on the LTP isn't even as good. Yes, it's got 30mm of hull armour. In comparison to the 25mm on the front of the T-45. But because of this angling and sloping, it's very, very useful. So I think that this is very useful. In the current meta, you've got the Panzer 3Cs, which are just spamming MD fire, and you will manage to block and just zing off all those shots, or a large amount of those shots that are actually coming in. So let's have a look at the gun. So 51 mil of standard pen, 84 with premium, and 23 with HE, which is quite nice. Don't worry about the HE, it's not really going to matter, because it's not HE at this level with this size gun, which is a 45 mil. It's not very good. HE will hardly ever do what you expect it at this tier. So don't normally just carry a couple of rounds. Don't bother with anything more than that. APCR, you will need to run a higher amount, just to be able to it's not only the penetration, but it's the speed of the shot to the target. So let's have a look. I'd compare it to the Tetrarch. Now you see this is a really nice tank. The angling and sloping, basically it hasn't got any, just a lower plate here, and 16mm of armour is absolutely pants. But the gun is very good. 64mm, 121 with their APCR, and 23 with HE. Now, I would say they're both very, very similar, except this just can't handle the Panzer IIIs. So, out of the two, oh, not just that, the spotting range is, the view range, 300 meters. The Tetrarch, view range, oh, that's because I've got a better crew on it. Let's go for, add all the equipment and everything. Basically, the Tetrarch isn't so good. It normally wouldn't have 311 meters. It's because of the crew and all the additional bonuses and the extra combat rations. Let's take off the combat rations for now. Let's put in, let's have a first aid kit, which drops this to 298, and you're looking below that, but this is running a quite a nice crew with recon and extra bonuses, so it's almost as good as the T-45 straight out of the box for view range. And that's one issue with the Tetrarch. You have to move forward, put yourself into danger. You can't deal with what you find there. You can't see them, you can't deal with them, but yes, you've got to punch your gun with a nice amount of DPM. Now this, let's have a look at the DPM of this baby. Okay, DPM, we're comparing it to the Tetrarch, and you're looking 783 instead of 945, so it's about 150 less, but the damage per shot is just a little bit better. The penetration is 13 in it, but the Tetrarch is epic. Velocity is 757, and with APCR you're looking 956, which is very, very fast. So this is a very fast firing, accurate gun. Let's have a look at the dispersion and things like this. So this is comparing it to the British Tetrarch, which was given to the Russians. It's a very good, it was a parachutable tank, and I'll put up a picture with me seeing one at at Bovington. And yes, gun dispersion, they're both 0.4, so very, very good. Aim time 2.4, whereas the Tetrarch is just under 2.3. Reload time, basically, yeah, the reload time makes the difference, and changes the 783 up to 945 with the Tetrarch, whereas this T-45 is good at dealing with Panzer 3Cs, which is the tier above. So I actually quite like the look of this. Haven't played it before, and the gun's a 45 caliber, as opposed to 40 with the Tetrarch. So you can penetrate more, better, more normalization with this gun and this tank than you can with the Tetrarch, which is very nice. Ammo capacity 66 in comparison to 50, and you can see the damage per shot is slightly up. So overall, even though the Tetrarch can fire more shots, it hasn't got so much ammo, hasn't got such a high DPM, higher damage per shot. So overall, if you can stay alive for longer, this T-45 can actually deal a lot more damage in the long run. And so I think this has got the longevity. You just need to watch what you're doing, get it as a long-range sniper, and deal with the Panzer IIIs when they come in, and then pick your targets. It's accurate enough, so let's have a look. The top speed, 41, you say, oh, it's slow in comparison to the Tetrarch. The Tetrarch is blisteringly fast. This is okay. It's not bad. 15 reverse compared to 20, it's alright. Power to weight, it's just under 13 compared to 25. Well, the Tetrarch is just off the scale. This, on the other hand, 13 is okay. Now, the resistances. On hard, the Tetrarch is even better. But medium and soft terrain, this has got the edge. Well, that's really, really nice to help you to get up to that 41 quite nicely. Gun elevation, 20 degrees compared to 25. The 25 is it's more than you need. The 20, it's okay. The gun depression, 6 degrees. Well, it's Russian. The Tetrarch is British, you get 10. Yeah, that's why. Then you come to the armour. 25, 15, 25. So the rear hull armour is 25. Very, very nice. And the turret is 35 all round, which is very, very nice. So tier 2, yeah. And so, in comparison to the Tetrarch isn't going to be able to bounce, or it might pull off a lucky bounce if you're lucky, but otherwise, yeah. The health-wise, they're identical. Engine is a bit weaker, so you've got to watch out. Tracks, everything is basically weaker than the Tetrarch. View range 14. There we go. This is what we're looking for. So the standard Tetrarch is 260 in comparison to what we were showing earlier with the 298. I've increased mine by about 38 meters with the mods and things like that I've put on it. The standard view range of the T-45, 300 meters, is very, very good. Radio range, not so good, but it doesn't matter so much. You can communicate with your team, get a general idea of what's going on, and deal with the targets you find. So let's have a look at the 3D model. Now this is what it looks like. Very, very nice. Let's have a look at so it's flat on. It can penetrate itself at 75% to 80% chance of penetrating itself here. In this area, 100%. But if you angle, this area goes down to 68. So you've got a chance of... Oh, here it's a ricochet. This area is a weak spot. But as you work through, you see the certain ricochet zones. But I would say 3/4 of the time you're going to get penetrated. You will be hard to penetrate for a Panzer IIIC. So this is very, very nice. The side is weak, 15 mil, but then the equivalent up here, you're looking 35 to 40-ish mil. The rear, hi guys, right, I missed out the lower plate armour, which was 25 mil, and if it's angled and sloped, it's the equivalent of 30 to 35 mil-ish. This top plate is 10 mil to give you 13 mil equivalent, so this is a slight weak spot up here. The turret is that 35, so you're looking at least 35 mil anywhere on the turret. So that's the armour profile, and with this weak side only 17 mil. But you have the tracks over a large proportion, so the sides aren't quite as weak as you think they could be. So that's the armour in a nutshell. So let's move on. And yeah, it's a slight weak spot, but you don't let him get behind you. So this is how it looks. Let's have a look back at the tank. And then I'll kit it out, ready for a first game, and see what this can actually do. Okay, I'm going to go for the T-54 lightweight crew. So let's send these guys to the barracks. Okay, then back down. There we go. Oh, wrong one. T-45. So let's put the crew in. Oops. Let's have a look. Light tanks. Commander, and it's always you'd like to use the good crew. If you haven't got a good crew, use the 100% crew. As I've got a crew ready to rock and roll, and it's a T-54 lightweight, I want to practice as much as I can with that crew. So I've gone for binoculars, then we've gone for enhanced gun lane drive and improved vents, which has put the crew up to 115% for the commander and 127 for the driver. Now I want to do some camo on. So what's going to look good? What's going to suit this vehicle? That will confuse them slightly. Then let's work our way through. What's going to confuse the enemy slightly? Yep, that's a bit confusing. And then, yep, that looks good. Okay, let's purchase those. And we're in. Okay, back to the garage. And we're ready to rock and roll. So let's get into our first game. So we'll see what this can do. We want to run it from range. Use the binoculars, stay in place, and spot the enemy. Deal with them from range. Use APCR if you need to, and come away with the Panzer IIICs, and take them to pieces. They will not want to deal with this vehicle. The Panzer IIICs will not want to be around. So the penetration of this gun can actually deal with it's good enough to deal with a Panzer IIJ, and any tank that can deal with a Panzer IIJ at this level, you know, is good. So I would say that this is a very nice combination vehicle, but we've got to see how it is in practice. So is the view range, the combination of the armour and the gun going to be good enough with the mobility it's got? So we'll have a look and see what we can actually do with it. So it's being a bit slow coming in. 126 players in the queue. I want to get this review out as quickly as possible. Otherwise, I'd have waited till tomorrow morning. So there will be more reviews coming. There'll be more footage, but I want this out for you guys as quickly as possible. So bear with me. I'm just going to pause this, and we'll see how long it takes to actually get in. Oh, the connection's gone down. Right, we will test that out again. Let's try and get in, see what happens, and let's have a look. So we'll sync up. I think it was because it's the end of the session, around about 5:30 in the morning, that it's just cut off. So we're going to get into this as quickly as possible, and see what this baby can do, because I really want to test this out. So, oh, here we go. We're coming back here, coming in by the look of it. There we go. Okay, so let's click battle, try and get in, see if we can actually get in this time. So we'll try and use that gun and deal with whatever we can find. But yes, I like the extra. There we go. Okay, we're in. How many T-45s? Okay, view range isn't an issue. Everyone's got the same sort of gun. Oh, okay. Okay, with this side of the map, we want to get into a position to deal with the enemy. So I'm going to push down over towards... oh goodness. Bit of air from that guy there. What the heck? Oh, it's stalled. Oh, look at that. Very, very interesting. Yes, I think I'm probably dead. A very, very interesting situation. So, yes. What would you do in this situation? So don't expect me to win my first game in this. I'm really sorry. It looks quite cute. And that other T-45, this is what a T-45 looks like when it's getting some air. So very, very neat actually. So I'm just going to escape from this and try and just close the game and come back in. Close the window, back in. Okay, no, it hasn't really started because it was a pain in the bum. Get back in. Are we coming back in dead? Now, how many of you have had this situation where you just log off and come back and find yourself dead? So let's see, will we end up dead? But I don't think it's a fair representation. We were moving into a good position, and it was nice seeing the T-45s getting a bit of air, and we will see exactly what this... see if we're still alive. Oh, we are alive. Where are we? Oh. Let's have a look. Oh, I can't believe it. Coming out of a game and actually ending up coming back in and still being alive. It's not... Control tab. It is very slow indeed. I'm sorry that I couldn't show what this could do, but it looks like the rest of the team, the other T-45s have done okay. I'm so sorry, and I will get into another game. But as you can see, even with food on board, it is very, very slow. But against, I would say to wait until the T-45 plague has disappeared. What the? Okay.
Target acquired.
And we got a kill. Yes. Okay. So it's not so good when you get hit with arty, but what is? And for once, that's just about one game out of however many that you log off and don't come back in dead, and it's really, really nice to have that. So yes, we've got a win, got a kill, but it didn't really show the tank, and something's gone wrong. So I would say, okay, we're back in, and we're back in the room. Let's have a look. Yeah, efficiency 402. And WN8 6. I don't think it was really representative. Now, is this a good tank? Well, actually it survived. And one shot, one pen, one kill. So I suppose 100% record, and come away with 5,300 experience credits, which means because of using the combat rations, which you need, I put on because I felt that it was okay, but not, as you saw, it wasn't very fast. So it's an issue. The speed is an issue with this. It's more of a lurking tank. You don't want to go quickly, well, because you can't go quickly. And maximise the armour. Use the gun to good effect. Use binoculars. Use the enhanced gun lane drive to help you to get the shots with it. If you didn't use the combat rations, then you would have come away with a few credits. So, is it a fun little tank? It's, for once, it's actually not a bad tank. It's an okay tank. They've come out with some complete lemons, and I think this is for once, this isn't a lemon. This is actually okay. It's slow, but it's not a lemon. So, thumbs up from the bear. Have fun with it. Hunt down Panzer 1. They're going to run away from you. So, you're not going to be able to catch up with them. So, use the gun. Work with the rest of the team to deal with the rest of theirs. And keep your team, keep your arty and everyone safe from the Panzer 1Cs. The Panzer... if they turn up. So, what you want to do is just use your brain, have fun with it, and just enjoy this free little tank. And I would say it's one you don't need to sell. It's quite an okay tank. It's not a great tank, but it's an okay tank. So yeah, thumbs up from the bear, and have fun with it, and see you on the battlefield. Cheers, guys, and I'm so glad that I came back alive and finally got a kill. But you can see that it's okay. It's slow. The main factor is it's slow. The armor's okay, the gun's okay, the mobility is not good at all, but the view range is alright. And yeah, it's okay. The only thing that let it down is the mobility. You need a good crew with it. This has got a good crew, and you could see that it still wasn't very good. And that was with all the enhancements to boost it. It's a slow tank. Don't think of winning any races with it. So bear in mind that it's slow. Watch out. I would say play it in a few days when people have given up playing it, not playing it so much, and just bring it out now and again and just have a laugh with it. I would say it's actually really good against Panzer the 1Cs. So it would be because of that armor. So have fun with it, and I will see you playing mine very, very soon. Cheers, guys. I'm just so glad I got that win. And for once, coming back alive. So I hope you have the same luck I did. It doesn't happen often. Cheers, guys.